vinyl community, it's Maria. I've decided to do the CGC Vinyl Guys Show Your Favorite Movie Soundtracks contest because I absolutely adore movie or film soundtracks, film scores. And even though this is the vinyl community and it's CGC Vinyl Guy, I'm going to show some CDs because I don't think I can adequately show my favorite soundtracks without going into some CDs. So I'm going to start with Diva. This is a French film that came out in around 1981. The director, Jean-Jacques Benix, well, when I was Googling how to pronounce his name, I found out he passed away a couple of months ago. But anyway, the soundtrack, so, Diva, it's got some opera in here. Really wonderful. Now, here's what's weird. It's the side two, and you can see it's a French pressing. Side two has songs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 9. But so anyway, it does have a sixth song, but when it credits that song number 9, it's and it's the same. This an opera song that's sung twice on side 1, and this one it sounded a lot like Ave Maria. So I don't know why it's credited as song number 9. It's not the right one, and it's definitely Ave Maria. So yeah, great soundtrack. Same director did this wonderful movie Betty Blue, which came out in '86. I got the soundtrack in '87. So it has like where is it? Oh, C'est le vent Betty. C'est le vent Betty. It's that to me is like the theme song of this film, and it's you've got saxophone, you've got a zither, piano duet, and it's wonderful. I bought I'd seen the film in '87 when it like premiered in the U.S. In the theater twice, so I was just like, I have to get this soundtrack. And at whatever record store I went to, I checked, not there. So one Friday night, I was at the record store with my best friend, and I went and I checked, and it was there, but I didn't have any money on me. So I said to my best friend, you have to loan me some money so I could buy this, which she did, and I paid her back. But it's funny that I was under the impression that if I didn't buy it at that moment, hordes of people would be coming in to grab it. And even today, I don't think a lot of people have this soundtrack, and it's absolutely wonderful. Film is as well. That the two main actors are wonderful. So, yeah, really good soundtracks. The next two I've shown before because I got them both in the same place. Back in 1995, I was living in an apartment building. I was taking out my trash, and I opened up the dumpster, and on top of the bag trash were these two albums. And because it was 1995, I think people are like, oh, I've got my CDs, and they just toss these in the trash. So the Big Chill, which has the wonderful, all these Motown songs, My Girl, I Second That Emotion, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. They also included Procol Harum, Whiter Shade of Pale. So wonderful soundtrack. And of course, and I always like to show, the Motown label has to be my favorite label. It's got the map of Detroit. It's got this beautiful purple color. Got to be my favorite actual literal label. And then Footloose, 1984. Fun movie. We've got, Kenny Loggins doing the theme song. We have Almost Paradise, Mike Reno and Ann Wilson. Bonnie Tyler, Holding Out for a Hero. I didn't remember though that Sammy Hagar has a song on the soundtrack. The Girl Gets Around. So yeah, that had slipped my mind. And yeah, so I didn't get these out of the dollar bin. I got these out of the bin. So that was a good score. So the Dao of Steve. This is a really fun movie. So, and the soundtrack is fun as well. So the story is about these guys. They have a theory of, meeting women and, being a Steve, which is, the guy that doesn't try to get the girl, but always ends up with her. And so, Steve McQueen is, they have this pantheon, Steve McQueen, Steve Austin, and one more Steve, I can't remember, but Steve McQueen is at the top. And what was really cool when I'm reading in the liner notes, when they were approaching musicians about writing songs for this film, they one of them saw, the film and came out and goes, "You won't believe it. I recently just finished a song called I Just Want to Be Your Steve McQueen." So it was just perfect that they found that musician who had just written that song. They have fun songs like Peanut Butter. They have the Hawaii 5-0. Oh, Steve McGarrett. They have the Hawaii 5-0 theme song, and then later on the CD, lounge version, Hawaii 5-0. Or it might be called Lounge. Wait, Martini 5-0. It's the lounge version. So they've got some really cute songs. I love it. It didn't leave my CD player for about a week when I got it. And let me just tell you, this is something that happens if you were a member of the Columbia House Record and Tape Club and they sent you the postcard and you forgot to send it back and say you didn't want it. This is what happens. But I'm sitting here making fun of this, John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John movie, Two of a Kind. But I'm going to tell you, it actually has, some of these songs are pretty decent. Olivia Newton-John, Twist of Fate, Take a Chance, which is a duet between Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. They have Ask the Lonely by Journey, Living in Desperate Times, Olivia Newton-John. So this actually, I'm making fun of it, but I actually did enjoy it. It was a total mistake. And that of all the of all the soundtracks I'm showing, that's the only one that I've never actually seen the film. I've shown this one before, Car Wash. It's a double disc. The movie came out in '76. It's Royce's debut album, and then there is a song by the Pointer Sisters on here, and a really great album. And it's and there's some dialogue, Richard Pryor. So fun album. The next one, when I took a trip to Berlin in 2014, I got the soundtrack to, there's a glare. I got the soundtrack to Lola Run, and in English we were calling it Run, Lola, Run. So great film if you ever get a chance to see it. And anyway, but what I had forgotten, this is all like techno or EDM, I'm not sure what it is. And I'm not really into that. It just, I think, when I got it home, I'm like, oh, of course, I totally forgot this was all techno. And so they're just like a lot of remixes of songs, and it's fun occasionally, but I don't know a lot of people that have that soundtrack. Now, this is more of a film score, La Dolce Vita by Fellini. And this is really nice to put on as like background music or mood music. And I love the actual label. So, well, this is beautiful. And then you've got Anita Ekberg, who, like, every moment she's on screen, you cannot take your eyes off her. So I love that label, her with a little kitten. This is cool. On the back, this is what's cool. Hold on. The score features a haunting and seductive theme song and includes a symbolic March the Gladiators, a recall of Arrivederci Roma, Stormy Weather, Yes Sir, That's My Baby, a wild Latin version of Jingle Bells, and a memorable finale to mark the coming of dawn after an all-night orgy in a Renaissance palace. So yeah, great film score. And okay, so the next ones are not great. It's just, I had to get these. I have the soundtrack to Valley of the Dolls, and no, I'm not a gay man. And The Love Machine, I've read all of Jacqueline Suzanne's, trashy trashy novels. They're fun. The thing is, so yeah, this is not the best music, and of course the movie Valley of the Dolls is I mean, there are people who reenact it because it's just so silly and just so it's funny. And the thing is, so let's see, it was Dionne Warwick did like theme from the Valley of the Dolls, and she also is doing the Love Machine. And there's a beautiful picture of her, and there's an ankh which features in like he's wearing a ring with the ankh. So like this is not the best, and if you add into it, this is a unipack. This is not the best. I got it for fun. The Oh, and one thing about the theme from Valley of the Dolls, a lot of people didn't pick this up, but in Fight Club, when Marla she's leaving the house and she's humming a song under her breath for a few seconds, it's the theme to Valley of the Dolls. And I when I heard it, I'm just like immediately knew it. So yeah, this is they've got Neely's song. What is it? Oh shoot, I can't even find it. Um, yeah, it's they've got just it's not the best. I put it on just for amusement every so often because I'm such a huge Valley of the Dolls, Jacqueline Suzanne fan. So we'll go from a camp classic to pure camp. The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Um, such a great, such a great film. And I can't even read this, so I wrote down. So, they've got these songs and several remixes. They have Finally by CC Peniston, Go West by the Village People. Of course, you got some ABBA, Mamma Mia, um, Billy Don't Be a Hero, My Baby Loves Lovin', I Love the Nightlife, Alicia Bridges, I Will Survive, Gloria Gaynor, and Save the Best for Last by Vanessa Williams. So, great movie if you ever get a chance to see it, and fun soundtrack, especially at the last several, like last 4 or 5 songs are remixes of some of the earlier songs. So that's pretty fun. And then the rest, this is a lovely soundtrack, When Harry Met Sally. So Harry Connick Jr. Was 21 when so it came out in 1989, and he's performing some standards and is arranging them. And he did win the Grammy for Best Male Jazz Performance. Yeah, best Jazz Male Vocal Performance. And very nice to put on. I sort of like it. You see the autumn trees back there. I don't know why I always associate this with autumn, even though it took place in several times during the year. And of course, everyone knows that this is one heck of a soundtrack. As a group of Irish kids get together to make soul music, and they're wonderful. They do really well. In the Midnight Hour, I Never Loved a Man, Mr. Pitiful, Chain of Fools, Take Me to the River, Mustang Sally. Fun. I've got this on DVD. I might watch it later because it's always a pleasure to watch. So the final one is my all-time. Well, I have 2 all-time favorite soundtracks that I can't decide. Well, the first one is the soundtrack to Room with a View, and I had it on cassette, and at some point, my tape player ate it. And so I don't have that one. So this is one hell of a soundtrack. So this ties with Room with a View, and 2 very different movies. Urban Cowboy. This one, it's a great film. And then some of like this, and I'm not even totally into really into country music, but this is incredible. They've got like Bonnie Raitt, Darlin', really great. So they've got Charlie Daniels Band, The Devil Went Down to Georgia, Kenny Rogers, Love the World Away, Anne Murray, Can I Have This Dance, The Eagles, Lion Eyes. We've got Joe Walsh, All Night Long, Jimmy Buffett, Hello Texas. One hell of a soundtrack. It's this, I go back and forth between Room with a View and Urban Cowboy for all-time favorite soundtrack. So yeah, that was a little taste of what I have as far as soundtracks. So check out CGC Vinyl Guy. Sub to him. He's new to the vinyl community, and this was fun. I'll see you next time.